everybody. Good morning. Welcome to episode 7. Today, we're going to discuss some ham recipes, and I did squeeze in another pork one, and I think the rest of them are ham. Let me look here. But I think there is one pork one. There's a pork and sausage one. Sausage is, I guess, pork. So, okay. So, we're going to start with the easy ham and potatoes au gratin. I love au gratin potatoes in the box. I just love them. So, before we get started here, how's everybody's end of the year going? I mean, this year's almost over. I cannot believe it. Christmas is coming up. It is just so unbelievable. And then we'll be into 2024. Very hard to believe. I feel like 2023 just came and now we're here. And the years just fly by so fast, I think, for everybody. And it's just so overwhelming. Like, a year goes that fast, and then my kids are growing too fast, and it's kind of been a difficult thing lately of realizing how fast time goes. Have you ever been there? That's where I'm at. And so my favorite holiday of all time though is Christmas. I love Christmas. And my second favorite holiday is probably Halloween, but Christmas has always been my all-time favorite. And I will be having my tree up before December. I always put the tree up or have my family help me with it. Obviously, I couldn't do it all by myself, but um November is usually the month that I put my tree up. Right after Halloween is when I like to do it, but sometimes we don't get it up at that time, but I do like to have it up before Thanksgiving. I know. But I just love Christmas and I love the lights that you put up and I love the holiday. It's my favorite. Oh, it's just making me so happy that it's here. But also it makes you realize when it's here, your year's over. So the new year's coming. So I just wanted to tell you what my favorite holiday was. You let me know what your favorite holiday is. I bet most people like Christmas also. Um, I was I was raised with a family that loved Christmas, and so they really, really enjoyed the Christmas and the holidays, and so I was just raised with those kind of morals, I guess. But um, Christmas is just special to me, and it's very hard to think about grandma during the holidays. And that's who this podcast is in memory of, her radio show. But she just loved, loved Christmas. Her eyes would just light up every year when she had her whole family. She just loved the joy that you bring with Christmas. And we're trying our best to keep most of the holiday traditions alive. There was some that we couldn't, but for just obvious reasons. But most of them we're trying to keep in the family, like some of the Christmas traditions that she had. And so it makes me think a lot of her. And then we did lose her on Christmas Eve. Not Christmas Eve. We did lose her like the 14th or something of December, but we couldn't have her funeral or her services until Christmas Eve. And so it was kind of hard. We buried her on Christmas Eve. And so that's a lot harder to deal with, especially losing someone so sudden and then having to do it like the day before her favorite holiday was very hard. Um, it was the hardest part of her passing. Um, so I just try to keep good spirits and have the good Christmas Eve traditions that I was raised with and carry them on to my children and just remember the good times and just know that she's smiling and seeing all the traditions that we're even coming up with, and she's looking down so proud. And I just have to keep my mind focused on that or I will probably break down. um but I just wanted to share why Christmas was special to me and my story behind it. And so, whew, okay, we'll stop talking about all that. Now let's get into the yummy food. That's why I also love the holidays because you can find different recipes every year and have yummy food. So this is the easy ham and potatoes au gratin, and there's let's see, it's like a casserole. So you're going to use like a casserole dish. I just like to clarify what kind of type recipe it is before I start reading. So you need 4 medium russet potatoes halved, thinly sliced. So you're going to have to thinly slice them. 1.5 cup of ham, cooked, cut in strips or cubes. 1 3/4 ounce can of condensed cheddar cheese soup. Then you're going to need a 1/2 cup of sour cream, 1/2 cup of milk, and 1 cup of Green Giant frozen mixed vegetables thawed. You heat oven to 350 and you spray a 2-quart casserole pan with nonstick cooking spray. In a large bowl, combine potatoes and ham. In medium saucepan, combine soup, sour cream, milk, and vegetables. Mix well. Cook over medium-high heat until thoroughly heated, stirring frequently. Add to potato mixture, mix well. Spoon into sprayed casserole dish. Cover tightly. Bake at 350 for 1 3/4 to 2 hours or until potatoes are tender. Stirring once. Makes 4 servings. So it sounds like you're going to put. Okay, so it says you combine the potatoes and ham into the casserole dish. And then on the stove, you're making like the cheese sauce with the milk, the cheese, um, condensed soup, the milk, and then the vegetables will be in the. So that's how you do that, I guess. And then you'll just add it to the potato mixture. So that's how it sounds like it's done. I will repeat it one more time. 4 medium russet potatoes, halved, thinly sliced. 1.5 cup of ham, cooked, cut in strips or cubes, whatever you prefer. 1 10 3/4 ounce can of condensed cheddar cheese soup. 1/2 cup of sour cream, 1/2 cup of milk. 1 cup of Green Giant frozen mixed vegetables thawed. Heat oven to 350. You spray your 2-quart casserole pan with nonstick cooking spray. In a large bowl, combine potatoes and ham. In a medium saucepan, combine soup, sour cream, milk, and vegetables. You mix that well, and then you cook over medium-high heat until thoroughly heated, stirring frequently. Add to potato mixture, mix well. Spoon into sprayed casserole dish, cover tightly. Bake at 350 for 1 3/4 to 2 hours, or until potatoes are tender, stirring once. Makes 4 servings. So that is the yummy, yummy ham au gratin potatoes. Now the next recipe is going to be kind of a breakfast. It can be kind of a breakfast or just like a lunch or dinner, but it's a ham and hash brown bake. So I don't know. I think you could probably eat it for breakfast. I don't see that it has any eggs in it though. I thought maybe there for a minute it would, and it could be used for breakfast, but I'm not really sure. But it is called ham and hash brown bake. So let me see here before I get started. Sorry about all the noise turning pages. I got to stay where I know where I'm at next. Okay, so you need 110. This is the ham and hash brown bake. 110 1/4 ounce can of cream of mushroom soup, undilated. 110 to 3/4 ounce can of nacho cheese soup, undilated. 1 cup of sour cream. 1/2 cup of butter or margarine softened. 2 cups of ham cubed. 1/4 cup of onion chopped. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. 128 ounce package of O'Brien potatoes. 3/4 cup of potato chips crushed. In a large bowl, combine soups, sour cream, butter, onion, and salt. Add ham and potatoes. You mix that well, and then you pour into a greased 9 by 13-inch baking dish. Sprinkle with potato chips. Bake uncovered at 350 for 55 to 60 minutes or until the potatoes are tender. It says it makes 10 to 12 servings. So that's really interesting recipe. The O'Brien potatoes, aren't those like shredded hash browns? Is that where you get your hash browns from? Okay, I get it now. Sorry. Blonde moment. So you will need to cream. Oh, I thought you creamed your butter. No, you don't. You just soften it. I'm thinking about baking. Anyway, so that is the ham and hash brown bake. I will repeat it one more time, and then we're going to move on to a couple pork recipes, and that'll be the show for today. So, ham and hash brown bake. 1 can of cream of mushroom soup undilated. 1 can of nacho cheese soup undilated. 1 cup of sour cream. Half a cup of butter or margarine softened. 2 cups of ham cubed. 1/4 a cup of onion chopped. Half a teaspoon of salt. 128-ounce package of O'Brien potatoes. 3/4 cup of potato chips crushed. Now, I really like that. It's like a different spin on a recipe where you crush up potato chips and put it as a topping. Sounds yummy. In a large bowl, combine soups, sour cream, butter, onion, and salt. Add ham and potatoes, mix well. Pour into a greased 9 by 13-inch baking dish. Sprinkle with potato chips. You bake uncovered at 350 for 55 to 60 minutes or until the potatoes are tender. It makes 10 to 12 servings. That sounds really good, actually. Now, this next one is very unique. And I thought, since I shared kind of a different version of it last episode, I found this other version and I thought, let's do that one too because it's kind of unique. And it's something that most people probably haven't tried. I'm sure some have. But I thought, let's just share this version of it too. So the next one is sweet and sour pork. So basically, you're going to use pork instead. So, this one has a little bit different ingredients. Added a little more ingredients to it than the chicken one. So I just never knew you could make it with pork. So here I am with it. That's my job here on the podcast is finding unique, fun. Keyword is fun and easy recipes. Because you got to have fun cooking and you got to have fun making dinner for your family. So sweet and sour pork, you need 1.5 pounds of pork cubed, 2 large carrots, 3 stalks of celery, 1 large onion, 1 green pepper, red too if desired, half a cup of brown sugar, 1 20-ounce can of pineapple undrained, 1 cup of water, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, 4 tablespoons of ketchup, and salt to taste. So you boil pork and carrots until well done. Add celery, onion, and pepper. Mix pineapple and other ingredients. Mix all in a large saucepan and cook for 1 hour over low heat. Now that one's kind of like the chicken one. It's pretty easy. So I'm probably not going to repeat that one. But this last recipe was really unique. I think I skipped a recipe. I did. Now, this one was one of my favorites. I don't know why I skipped it. It's called marinated ham steaks. I love ham steaks. I used to order them from restaurants. That was my go-to. Because they just had so much flavor with the pineapple on them and everything. So I wanted to share that. I'm so sorry I got off topic. So this one is the second to last recipe. And then the very last one's very long. So just bear with me. But this one's kind of long. I will repeat this one. So here we go. Marinated ham steaks. And it looks like you're going to, let me see if it's a crock pot or Let's see. It looks like you just, okay, over medium heat. So it looks like you just like grill the ham and then you make it like that. It looks like it's a grilling thing. So 1.5 cup of pineapple juice, 1/4 cup of brown sugar packed, 2 tablespoons of butter or margarine melted, 1 to 2 tablespoons of ground mustard, 1 garlic clove minced, 1/4 a teaspoon of paprika, 2 1-pound ham steaks fully cooked. So in a large resealable plastic bag or a shallow glass container, combine the first 6 ingredients and mix well. Add ham and turn to coat. Seal or cover. Refrigerate for at least 2 hours because you have to let it marinate, turning occasionally. Drain and reserve. Marinade. You grill the ham uncovered over medium hot heat for 3 to 4 minutes on each side. Basting frequently with reserved marinade. Make 6 servings. So, it sounds like you just marinate it and grill it. That's what you do. And so, I will repeat it because I said I would, but it's pretty easy. I figured you might do it on the stove, but grilling might make it more tender. So, marinated ham steaks on the grill. 1.5 cup of pineapple juice, 1/4 a cup of brown sugar packed, 2 tablespoons of butter or margarine melted, 1 to 2 tablespoons of ground mustard, 1 garlic clove minced, 1/4 a teaspoon of paprika, 2 1-pound ham steaks fully cooked. In a large resealable plastic bag, combine the first 6 ingredients. Mix well, add ham and turn to coat. Seal or cover, refrigerate for at least 2 hours to marinate, turning occasionally. Drain and reserve marinade. Grill ham uncovered over medium hot heat for 3 to 4 minutes on each side. Basting frequently with reserved marinade. Yield 6 servings. That sounds really good, actually. Now, this last one, now that I got back on track, is a sausage kind of pasta recipe. It's a sausage, this is how I say it. Now, I don't know if this is the way you say it. Panini. That's how I say these noodles. I don't know how you really say it, but that's how I say it. So it's a cheesy sausage panini pasta dish. Okay. And you're going to use the stove in a skillet and stuff. So you're going to need 1 pound of Italian sausage, 1 garlic clove minced, 1 26-ounce jar of spaghetti sauce, 1 1-pound package of panini or medium tube pasta. I have no idea what medium tube pasta is. Is that the shells? 1 8-ounce package of cream cheese softened, 1 8-ounce carton of sour cream, 4 green onions sliced, 1 8-ounce package of cheddar cheese shredded. In a large skillet, cook the sausage and garlic over medium heat until meat is no longer pink. You drain that and then you stir in the spaghetti sauce. You bring that to a boil. Reduce the heat and cover and simmer for 20 minutes. Meanwhile, you cook the pasta according to the package. Drain in a small bowl. Combine the cream cheese, sour cream, and onions in a greased shallow 3-quart baking dish. Layer half the pasta and sausage mixture. Dollop with half the cream cheese mixture. Sprinkle with half the cheddar cheese. Repeat layers. Bake uncovered at 350 for 30 to 35 minutes or until bubbly. 12 servings, so it makes a lot. I will repeat that, but that sounds so yummy. I love pasta dishes. Who doesn't love pasta? You can't eat it all the time, but when you can eat it, you want that. Pasta is just so good. Okay, so I think I would use the panini noodles, though, because I don't know what they mean by the other one, but I think panini noodles are the best for me, personally, that I would put in this dish. So, one more time, everybody. This is the last recipe of the episode. Cheesy sausage panini. 1 pound of Italian sausage, 1 garlic clove minced, 1 26-ounce jar of spaghetti sauce, 1 1-pound package of panini or medium tube pasta, 1 8-ounce package of cream cheese softened, 1 8-ounce carton of sour cream, 4 green onions sliced, 1 8-ounce package of cheddar cheese shredded. In a large skillet, cook the sausage and garlic over medium heat until meat is no longer pink. You drain that, you stir in the spaghetti sauce, bring to a boil, reduce the heat, then you cover and simmer for 20 minutes. Meanwhile, you cook the pasta and you drain it. In a small mixing bowl, combine the cream cheese, sour cream, and onions. In a greased, shallow 3-quart baking dish, layer half the pasta and sausage mixture. Dollop with half the cream cheese mixture. Sprinkle with half the cheddar cheese, the shredded. You repeat the layers and you bake uncovered at 350 for 30 to 35 minutes or until bubbly. You can serve 12. I don't know if you really can, but that's what it says. So, I don't know. I might have to try that one. So that is it for today, guys. Let me know what your favorite recipe was of today's episode, and I will see you next time.